After a few years since the encounter against Broly, Goku and the others would live normal lives, until one day Jocko would arrive at Goku's house, as he had some news for him. "Mr. Goku, I'm glad I found you," Jocko would say. "Jocko! Long time no see. Do you need something?" Goku would ask. "On one of the Galactic Patrol's expeditions, we managed to find something interesting." Jocko would pull out a tracker, like the one they use in Frieza's army. "I don't understand, that's Frieza's," Goku would say. "Well, not quite," Jocko would say. "It turns out we managed to liberate one of the planets that Frieza's army captured a long time ago. Among the wreckage, we found something that ties it to you." Goku would observe the radar head-on. He would manage to see in the lens the image of his father, Bardock. "That guy looks like me, but it's not me, I swear," Goku would say. "Goku, you're not understanding," Jocko would say. "Really, I'm innocent. You know I never worked for Frieza," Goku would say nervously, as he felt like he was being framed. "Mr. Goku, please be quiet," Jocko would say. "I understand it's your job, but I won't allow myself to be impersonated," Goku would say as he put himself on guard. "Don't be an idiot. No one's trying to impersonate you," Jocko would say. "Oh, no?" Goku would say, confused. "Of course not. You didn't even let me finish talking," Jocko would say, annoyed. "Sorry about that," Goku would say, somewhat embarrassed. "This guy you see here looks a lot like you for a special reason," Jocko would point as he points at Goku. "It's your father." "My father?" Goku would say, confused. "Sure, your father," Jocko would say. "Wow, I didn't expect that. Thanks, Jocko," Goku would say. Goku would take the radar home, study it carefully. "I can't believe it. He really is my father," Goku would say. "I never met him. I never saw him. Not even in the other world. Maybe his soul already reincarnated into another living being." At night, Goku would go to sleep thinking about his father. He'd begin to have a very peculiar dream, where he saw himself as a child. "What is this? Where am I?" Goku would ask himself. Suddenly, he would hear two people talking. They were his parents, Bardock and Gine. "That's my father, and she must be my mother," Goku would say. Goku would realize he was inside a capsule. "No way, I'm trapped," Goku would say. "Let me out! Let me out of here!" Goku would ask, but it would be useless. "It can't be that you have to take Kakarot," Gine would say. "I have no choice. I'm sure Frieza's planning something. I'll send him to a planet called Earth. The guys there aren't very strong. He'll be fine." "But he'll be very lonely. He's still very small. I beg you not to do it," Gine begged because she was afraid for her son. "Frieza's up to something. He's gathering all the Saiyans," Bardock would explain. "Until I'm sure I won't risk it." "But," Gine would say, "trust me. I want the best for my son." "Wait, Mom, Dad, get me out of here," Goku would say, but his parents wouldn't listen to him. Suddenly, Goku would see the sky. A big ball of ki was growing bigger and bigger, until it collided with the planet. Goku would wake up terrified. He'd sit up instantly. "Goku, are you okay?" Chi-Chi would ask. "Yeah, everything's fine," said Goku. The next day, Goku, without hesitation, would go to see Beerus on the planet of the God of Destruction. When he arrived, Beerus was sleeping for 5 days, and it seemed he had a few more days until he'd wake up. "Mr. Goku, it's nice to see you," Whis would say. "Did you come to get trained again?" "No, Whis, I came to ask you for a favor," Goku would say and show him his father's radar. "It seems to be one of Frieza's army's radar," Whis would say. "But certainly this model is somewhat old." "Yeah, it's my father's," Goku would say. "Look, I had a dream, and I think I saw my parents at the time I was sent to Earth." "I see. Maybe it was just a dream, or you might have remembered something," Whis would say. "It's just, I have no memories before I came to Earth," Goku would say. "I think it was a sign." "Allow me," Whis would say. Whis would place his staff on Goku's head. At its end, he could see several images playing at high speed. "What are you doing?" Goku would ask. "I'm just looking at the past. I'm using it as a reference to see if I can find the moment he left planet Vegeta," Whis would explain. "Can you really do that?" Goku would ask in amazement. "Of course I can. Don't forget that I'm an angel," Whis would say. "Ah, here it is." Whis would show Goku the moment when his parents were about to send him to Earth. "There's no doubt. It's them," Goku would say. "Oh, you look just like your father," Whis would say. "I can't believe it. He looks just like the dream," Goku would say. Goku would watch as his ship would fly straight into the sky, while Gine would break down in tears. "My mother looks just like she did in the dream," Goku would say, somewhat subdued. "Tell me, Mr. Goku, did you make such a long trip to tell me this?" Whis would ask. Goku would be silent for a moment. It was hard for him to ask that favor that would be too much for him. Whis, I don't like to be selfish or collect favors, but I've done a lot for Universe 7. And the other universes, Goku would say. You can call it a favor if you wish, Whis would say seriously, since he had noticed. I want to revive my parents. Please, Goku would ask. And you're asking for my permission? Whis would ask, confused. It's just that since they died a long time ago, and I never found out their souls in the afterlife, I don't think the Dragon Balls of Earth and Planet Namek could do it, Goku would say, a little embarrassed. I understand. You want to use the Super Dragon Balls, Whis would say. Only the gods are capable of summoning the Supreme Dragon God. Exactly, Goku would say with laughter. I don't know if Mr. Beerus would like the idea, Whis would say doubtfully. Please, Goku begged. In Universe 7, there are 4 of them, while the other 3 are in Universe 6, Whis said. It's not only up to me, but also my sister. Please, Goku insisted. Well, how could I refuse Zeno-sama's friend? Whis smiled. All right, I'll talk to Vados. After all, remember you owe him a favor. Excellent, Whis. I'll be eternally grateful to you, Goku would say. Goku and Whis would start looking for the Super Dragon Balls of Universe 7, while Vados would search for those of Universe 6. After a few hours, both angels would find the 7 Super Dragon Balls. They did it! They're great, Goku would say. Remember something, Goku. You owe me a big favor, Vados would say. I did this behind Mr. Champa's back. If he finds out, he'll be very angry with me. How did you escape from him? Goku would ask. Oh, I didn't do anything. He was sleeping and I went out, Vados would answer. He's just like Mr. Beerus, always wasting his time, Whis would say as he sighs. Do you think they'll get mad at me for making this wish? Goku would ask. To be honest, if it bothers them so much, they would have been attentive. When you requested it, they were both asleep, Vados would say. My sister's right about that, Whis would say. Back to the subject. Have you thought about the conditions to revive your parents? Conditions? Goku would say. Oh, please, Mr. Goku, be serious, Whis would say. You have to think about whether you want them to revive here or on Earth. Whether you want to revive them with the planet and under what conditions. The Super Dragon Balls are very powerful. They can accomplish anything. Come to think of it, it would be a good idea to revive them on planet Vegeta, but I don't know if it's a good idea to show up on a planet out of nowhere, Goku would say. Remember that in the past, Mr. Beerus revived the Earth of Universe 6. And there's no problem, Goku would say. Whis, ask to revive all the beings that died on planet Vegeta before Frieza's attack. Are you sure? Whis would ask. Sure, if I revive my parents only on their planet, I'll have nothing else to do if they have no one, Goku would say. I understand. I'll rephrase the wish to make everything the same minutes before Frieza's attack, Whis would say. Whis would summon the Dragon God, speak to him in the language of the gods, to make his wish. The Dragon God would fulfill Goku's wish in an instant, and leave. Done! See you soon, Whis would say. Great, will you take me there? Goku would ask. Gladly. Sister, here we say goodbye. Enjoy your family, Vados would say. Goku and Whis would depart their journey to planet Vegeta, the planet of the Saiyans, as if nothing had happened. Frieza will attack any moment. No one remembered anything. They revived just before seeing Frieza attack. In a moment, Goku would arrive with his angel. Who are you? A Saiyan would ask as he stood on guard. Mind you, they don't know they were even destroyed, Whis would comment. Besides, our presence draws a lot of attention. Hey, that guy looks just like Bardock, another one of the Saiyans would say. Bardock would be warned of someone who looked just like him, and wouldn't hesitate to attend. Who the hell are you? And why do you look identical to me? Bardock would ask aggressively. Goku would be speechless. He didn't know how to react. Mr. Goku, Whis would call out, trying to get his attention. React! So Goku's your name, Bardock would say. Where did you come from? I'm from Earth, Goku would say, a little off. Earth? Bardock would ask. Bardock would grab Goku by the uniform. He was furious with him. I hope this has nothing to do with my son, Bardock would say, furious. Bardock! Gine would shout as he arrived. Gine, get away from here, Bardock would say. Who's this guy? I didn't know you had other relatives, Gine would say. Mom, Goku would say. Hey, have more respect. You're talking to my wife, Bardock would say, furious. Bardock, hold on, Gine would say. Gine, you stay away. Don't touch him, Gine would shout. The hell's wrong with you? Bardock would ask. Feel something special about him. He has the eyes of Kakarot. What the hell are you talking about? Bardock would say in confusion. Good heavens, Mr. Goku. I'll speak for you, Whis would say. Mr. Bardock, Miss Gine, he's your son Kakarot. Rather, Goku, which is the name they gave him on Earth, Whis would say. That can't be true, Bardock would say as he released Goku. It is. I'm your son, Goku would say. But how? You've just been revived. Frieza, he destroyed this planet half a century ago, and your son just brought you and this entire planet back to life, Whis would say. Where's your tail? Bardock would ask. I cut it off several times when I was little, and it just kind of stopped growing, Goku would say. Here, this is yours. Goku would give his radar back to Bardock. This is at least 5 years old, Bardock would say. Meanwhile, Frieza was scouring the universe in search of new planets to conquer. At one point, Barablu had some very important news for him. Great Frieza, I have some news you won't believe. What do you want? I hope it's good news, Frieza would say. The planet Vegeta appeared on the map of space. That can't be true, Frieza would say. Frieza would look at the map and have a big surprise. Those idiots went back to planet Vegeta.